Break Down is a direct book that shows you how to get past pain, stress, and disappointment that comes from a broken love affair. And D. Yvonne Young is here to directly answer your questions on relationships.
I'm advocating being in a healthy, nurturing relationship with the right person. And what we want to do is hang on to things that we've given ourselves rather than receive what God has for us. Let's imagine this. Play like that you have something in your hand, and I'm trying to give you something from mine. How can you take what I have to give you unless you let go of what you've given yourself? Would we rather spend that preparing, because success by definition is preparation meeting opportunity. Do you want to spend your time preparing for your life, or day in and day out doing an autopsy over the life that you have just wasted, or you've given up? Love doesn't love anybody. And if love is going to work, it requires effort, it requires intent and purpose. You cannot have success unless you start out being equally yoked. As a matter of fact, let's face it, only a fool begins a journey without first assessing its cost.
Do you mind taking some time and answering some questions?
No.
I wanted to know, how do you attract a different caliber of man?
Let's liken this to fishing. If you want to go deep sea fishing, you're not going to use something like a minnow on your hook. So in order to attract someone that is more suitable, start with the basic ingredients. Go where those suitable people go. A club or bar is the worst place in the world to meet someone, especially someone that takes serious. The reason that I say that is because if their environment or something like alcohol is the catalyst for your attraction, you're really not attracted to the person, you're attracted to the environment. So rule number one, to attract someone that is more suitable, start with suitable demographics. Go to a place where you find the value systems and the morals practice that you seek in a person. I.e., if someone is working at a volunteer for children or for a day home or a social outreach center, the odds are that they have something special about their character that demonstrates that they're focused on helping other people and not just themselves. Another thing to look for is find traits in people that are very similar to traits that you like about yourself. So if you're a person that is very compassionate, very supportive of other people, go to an environment where you find people being supportive to and for others.
Thank you. We have another question.
How come when everything's going right, the female's all happy, but when one thing bad happens, you see the old quote, hell has no fury, like when a woman's scorned. I mean, it's just one bad thing.
If a relationship is predicated on mood rather than commitment, you really don't have a relationship, you have an event. A relationship is about a journey. It's something, and if you think about, break the word down, relate, ship. A ship is something that you use to transport person, place, thing, object from one place to another. And then if we look at relating, meaning how am I connected to you? When we always think of this in the terms of a familial relationship, like family. So if your relationship is based on everything but the right thing, it's no secret that when it gets just the least bit of pressure, it's going to fail. So my suggestion to Torn is two things. Number one, make sure your relationships are based on solid foundations. Number two, don't let emotions and circumstances dictate your feelings, because if that's the case, you're not in a relationship, you're in a mood, and moods change.
Yvonne, it has been a pleasure as usual, and I've learned so much. Where can people go to get the very practical Break Up, Don't Break Down?
You can go to my website at dyvonneyoung.com and pick up a copy, or at any better retail bookstore.